Morning chaps. You caught me halfway through a shave test. This is my favourite shaver, which of course is a fantastic Filly14Tridur, which the wonderful Gary has put a fantastic edge on. This is my 24th shave with it, and I use it as my test for the simple reason, just giving it a few more laps on the strop, that it's my standby as a tester. This is what I did the other day. This was when I shaved with 5 razors, all on 20k edges. This is the Palmera14 by Von Walmery. It's the Palmera Especial. It's on a 20k edge. I was a little bit doubtful because when I shaved with all 5 razors day before yesterday, this one just felt a little bit over sharp. So I thought, let's give it a test against what I know to be an absolutely fantastic razor with a fantastic edge. This is my third pass. This is just to trim those really annoying under the chin stubble areas, which to get a BBS are very difficult. So that's a pass with that fella. Let's try on the other side. That was with the Palmera, and this is the Tridur. Let's just see how it goes. Oh yeah, much better. Tridur wins. This has been treated exactly the same number of strops. The only thing I would say is, as a good test, when you take it from your store and without stropping it, it still HHTs well, then you know you've got a blisteringly good edge. Yeah, that's a little beauty, or rather a big beauty. Going back to the Palmera14, the Especial. Senor Juan Holmery made this one some years ago, obviously. Yeah, it's still beautiful. Now, these two razors going head to head is a little bit unfair. They are by different companies, but they are both exceptional razors. So, is it unfair? I don't know. The only other thing I like to test today was small brushes. I don't usually whack on about brushes, it's really not my thing. But I bought a cheap one the other day, which supposedly advertised as being an artificial bristles, so no cruelty involved. Right, okay. However, on inspection, let me show you this little horror. It's as stiff as old barbed wire. It feels worse than my stubble on a bad day. It's absolutely rubbish. You go to stick it into your flesh and it actually hurts. Now, I don't believe that it's nylon. I don't believe it's artificial. I think some sort of old dead pony they've dragged out of somewhere and stuck that in. Now, all right, you can't say all cheap brushes are bad. As a comparison, there's an Omega, and this one is supposedly a pure bristle. It looks very similar, as you can see, it looks very similar. This one's very, very, very pale and white and hard. This one's pure bristle. I've used it just now, and it's not bad at all. It actually feels not bad. But the king for me is a lovely little cheap nylon synthetic. You can rub it as hard as you want and it still feels very gentle. And my favourite, which I'm just going to show you now, this is just another cheap nylon, about, I don't know what it was, about 8 or 10 quid. This nylon bristle is beautiful, but here's the king. This was a very, very kind gift from Gary Hayward, and this one is, I'm sure it's a 28mm. This one is as heavy as heck. It's a solid aluminium, but it is absolutely smooth and gives you a huge lather. So in future, I'm going back to using this one. However, just to finish off my nonsense, yeah, on the razor note, I'm very tempted now to take this absolutely stunning Palmera, which, as I say, the other day I put it on a 20k edge. Rather tempted, as an experiment, I love experiments, is to put it onto a black surgical Arkansas stone and see if that makes any difference. It probably won't. I think 20k is a wonderful edge if you like synthetic edges. The only thing I would say is they can be just a little bit sharp, meaning you've got to be careful. When I did my rather excessive shave the other day, with all 5 razors I'd honed, I was a little bit sore afterwards, only for about an hour. I mean, today's absolutely fine. I say this is a BBS with 2 immaculate razors. My test that I always go to is the Tridur. Thank you, Gary, wonderful edge. 24 shaves and I'm still using it. And this is only 1 day old from having a 20k edge on, and this is the Palmera Especial. It's still a little bit sharp, but honestly I can't tell much difference between them. Anyway, just to say, if you buy cheap brushes with no guarantee of any sort, don't believe that they are vegan or whatever. They're probably not. This one's made from a half-dead yak. It feels like bloody barbed wire. This one is an Amiga. This is a proper nice bristle brush if you like natural bristle. But for me, stuff it. You want a nice big soft brush, go for anything which is decent and nylon. Purely subjective, not objective. I'm sure some of you absolutely love stiff bristle brushes. Me, I like my skin to be nice and unred afterwards. Anyway, chaps, short talk from me. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.